everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm just laughing because that was not the one I wanted to play, so don't judge me on that. I was playing around with that beginner. Okay, how's everyone doing today? We are live. Today is March. We're in March, right? Yeah, March 15th. And it's been over a month since we've done an actual live stream. So I'm just going to be straight up. I'm a little nervous not to be here with you guys, but I'm just fingers crossed the puppy behaves himself and there's no tech difficulties. But I have been dishing out content for you guys left and right. So I don't think I haven't. I've been, giving you guys the 1-minute clips that I've been putting out almost on a regular. So check those out. And also the darker side of true crime series. If you have not checked that out, there's a playlist now on the channel. Please look at those because those videos are my heart, sweat, soul, my blood, all in that. I work really hard on that. So please, if you have not watched any of those videos, watch them, give it a like, give me a comment what you think about my work, my editing, and all of that stuff because I'm learning as I go. So what's up, everyone? It feels good to be here. Hey, Rose, please check those out. Yes, it's so good to see you, Rose. And Grateful Ed, so good to see you. Can I just give a little shout out to some of you guys really quick, like Grateful Ed, Rose with Thorns, Mark, Valerie, Delana. Who else did I see? Oh my gosh, we got Infamous. Infamous has been with the channel since I literally started the channel. And it just feels good. I'm going to give you guys a little shout out because I'm not going to lie. I don't know about other creators, but every single time I go live, it doesn't matter if I go live 4 days a week, 2 days a week, once a week. I don't know about everybody else, but I always get nervous going live. Like initially the first 5 minutes, I'm nervous. Not to be here with you guys, but just because I'm always worried about tech difficulties with, my live streams. But when I see people like Ed, Rose, Infamous, you guys just make me feel really good because you guys are OGs here. And I figure, you know what, if you guys are still here with me with all my difficulties, it's going to be okay. So thank you guys for being here. Let me just go up. Hey, Vicky. Vicky's another OG. Hey, Lenora. How are you doing today? How's everyone doing today? How's the weather where you're at? So today it's 64 degrees here in AZ. And guess what, Valerie? We're going to get rain. I say that because yesterday it was so hot. I actually went and got my nails done yesterday. I don't know if you guys can see. They look just plain yellow on screen, but they're like a neon yellow green, really bright. And it was so hot yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, summer's coming. And then today, here we are. It's like gloomy outside and it's going to rain. So if you're new here, let me know where you're from. Don't be shy. Get in the chat. We're all fam here. We have a good community, I will say. Hey, Shorty. I'm from California. Been waiting on today's live since you posted yesterday about this case. Love your channel. Oh, Shorty, thank you so much for that comment. That means more right now than I can even say. I appreciate that. How's the weather in California? I'm supposed to go out to Cali pretty soon. I miss being out there. And then we got Delana. Delana's always a big supporter. She's my girl. We got Valerie. Valerie, how are you feeling? Do you have your coffee? You guys, I made coffee and I have no idea where I put. Oh, I see it. I see it. Give me 1 second. Let me grab my coffee really quick, you guys. Let me just grab it. Okay, I was looking. I'm like, where did I put my coffee mug? You guys ever do that where you make something to drink and then you can't find your cup or something? You guys know I'm notorious for that. Let's see if it doesn't lose focus. It doesn't. And I'm just saying hi to everybody since I haven't been here. So I just want to say hi. Let me see. You like the intro? I'm not going to use it again. I was playing around with it. It just seems too funky or too for true crime, I feel like. I don't know. Thank you, Valerie. Hi, Fun2. How are you doing? I'm not nervous no more. Not no more. But every single live stream. Valerie, do you get nervous going? But Valerie's a new creator, so she probably does. But I feel like any creator that's been doing it for a long time, do you get nervous? Valerie, do you get nervous? Valerie says it's storming over there. Oh, wow. Surprise, AZ, we're raining. I know, right? It's raining today. Yesterday it was 76 and it was hot. Like 76 degrees in Arizona is just a different type of 76 degrees than California, I feel like. You guys know I'm a sunny California type of girl. Hey Rita, so good to see you. Rita's another OG, Kentucky. She says it's sunny but cold here. Yeah, there's no sun today. There's none. Ah, Lenora, thank you guys for the compliments. Well, Rose says, I like your nails. I need to fix mine. Well, and we're going to get started, you guys. Just give me a minute. So my nails are neon yellow, green on here, but my toes are hot pink. So yesterday I didn't have time to do both. So I feel really weird not having both of them the same color. Do you ladies match your toes and nails or no? I do. Pittsburgh, sunny and 35. Sunny and 35? 35 seems cold to me. Tammy says she's from San Diego. San Diego always has good weather, though, I feel like, most of the time. Because I know in Cali, whenever we want to go somewhere really nice with just the weather, we would always head out to San Diego. Haven't been out there in a while. They have good food. We got someone from Utah, 43. Yeah, 43, I'd be freezing. That's cold. I know I haven't seen you. Well, I haven't done a live stream for quite some time. So it's good to see everyone popping in, especially if you're just here for a little bit. I appreciate you guys taking some time away from your life to talk about this case. Vicky says she doesn't match fingers and toes. I'm surprised I actually do match because literally the way I dress, I don't iron my clothes. I don't really care about matching. Like I'm all over the place the way I dress and stuff like that. My daughter and my boyfriend, oh my gosh, their shoes have to match their outfits. And yeah, I'm just like, not me. So I'm surprised I take the time to actually match my nails and toes. What says, I like mismatching my nails and toes. Hey, Sugar, we got Sugar in the house. She says, yes, I match them. All right, you guys, let's get started with today's discussion. So I do have coffee on hand. Fighter than my breast cancer cup. I think I got this at, where did I get this? I think Home Goods. I got this one. Home Goods or Ross. No, maybe Ross. I shop at Ross a lot for coffee mugs. But I got this a while back, and I've been feeling kind of, I don't know, in a weird funk lately, so I thought I would drink this. Allow myself to have coffee. I've been trying to be good with my sugar intake and all of that. You guys know me. I'm always, one month I'm doing great. The next month I'm drinking. It is what it is. It's a balanced lifestyle. All right. How many of you guys know this case? We're talking about Sarah Boone. How many of you guys know this case? Boone, Boone, Boone. This happened back in 2020, so it's been some time, but her trial is starting. So this month, which is March, she does have I believe it's a conference, that's a hearing conference this month, and then next month the trial is supposed to be starting. How many of you guys know this? Hey, Dogs with Jobs, another OG. Thank you for just popping in. Hopefully you can stay. If you can't, thank you for showing your face. It makes me feel good. How many of you? Vicky says she knows this case. Rose says me. Delana, I do. Rita says, I've been thinking about her case. I haven't heard anything about it though. Okay. Well, for anybody that doesn't know this case, or if you kind of know it, today's live stream is going to be really good for you because we're going to go through everything. We're going to listen to the 911 call. We're going to watch the body cam footage. There's a lot of visuals for this case. Then we're going to also watch the video that Sarah herself recorded on her phone. And we're going to watch that. The only thing we're not going to go through and watch today is the interrogation, because the interrogation alone is about 2 hours, but we will watch the interrogation together. I'm wanting Valerie to come up on panel when we watch the interrogation. So I need to figure out a time and a day that works for both of us for we can do it together. Because the interrogation alone, you guys, it's 2 hours. But the interrogation with this case is so good. It is so good. It's so telling. Sarah, she's a character. And she swears she's so smart, but she's really not smart. So that's what we're going to do for today. So, hey, kitty. I just had to say it like that. Sorry. How are you doing today? So before we get started, I did clip a little video for you guys. So let's watch this and then we will, it's only about like a minute. While I play it, I'm going to sip my coffee and then we'll get into today's case.
Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it up.
What is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748. What's the street name?
France, Frantd.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead. Like, he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You were putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Ma'am, good morning. Your name?
Sarah Boone.
Sarah Boone stood before a judge today, accused of committing one of the most bizarre murders in recent Central Florida history, accused of zipping her boyfriend into a suitcase, then leaving him to suffocate to death.
All right, you guys. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys now that you've seen that. You guys are like, yeah, I know this case. I know this case. So that's the case we are talking about, Sarah Boone. Now, I just want to say before I start reading and anything, since we are going to be watching the video that Sarah recorded on her phone because she's like, I'm not even going to go there. But I just want to let you guys know the video. I'm sure if you know the case, you've watched that before. But I just want to give this little disclaimer. It's not graphic, like you're not going to see blood or anything like that. But it's just, it might be sensitive for some people because just keep in mind, there is a man inside that suitcase and he's losing his life and he ends up dying in the suitcase. So for me, just watching that, and I've watched it zoomed in. I don't have it zoomed in because for me, it's too much to watch it zoom in for me personally. But if you do watch it zoomed in, you can literally see him pushing up on the suitcase. And it's just heartbreaking because he's begging for his life, saying he can't breathe. And Sarah is just watching him and laughing and torturing him. So I just want to say we are going to watch that. So if that's something that you feel might be a little too much for you, I completely understand. Always take care of your own mental health. But I just want to put that out there before I even go any further with it. Hey, True Crime with Shannon. So good to see you. She says, oh, Shannon says that this case is local for her. Okay, what? She says she's never heard it. Well, you're gonna learn today is how we say it here. All right, so I'm gonna turn comments off for just a bit while I read comments. You guys know I get distracted easily, so let me read this to you guys. So a woman accused of leaving her boyfriend, again, Sarah Boone, leaving her boyfriend to suffocate in a suitcase and taunting him while he pleaded to be released is set to appear in court, charged with second-degree murder. So you guys in chat, if anyone comes in and is wondering what is she being charged with, it is second-degree murder, and this is in Florida. And I believe second degree is a minimum. I could be wrong, but I think it's 30 years, I believe. I think it's 30 years. Now, Sarah Boone was arrested in February of 2020, so a couple of years ago, after telling police she had passed out after zipping George Torres Jr., who is 42 years old, inside the bag during a booze-filled game of hide and seek at their home in Winter Park, Florida. So Sarah is also, and I think this article says it, but Sarah's also in her 40s. So she's in her 40s. Her boyfriend is in, George is in his 40s, and they did live together in this apartment complex. Now, again, she tells law enforcement she passed out. She's, he was zipped up in a suitcase and he passed away. Now, her story started unraveled when investigators discovered the video that I was telling you guys about on her phone, showing Torres thrashing around inside the suitcase, desperately telling her, I can't fucking breathe. And he says this a couple of times. He says, I can't breathe. He says, Sarah, and he says, I can't fucking breathe. And it's not like he's yelling at her at all. He's serious, in my opinion. He sounds like he's scared, in my opinion. Like he really cannot breathe. I don't feel when I listen to that, and again, I don't know him, but just an outsider listening in, and you guys let me know, what do you feel when we listen to it? I feel this man is scared and he really can't breathe. But Sarah, on the other hand, she thinks he's, I don't know, to me, she's torturing him during this time. Okay, let me scroll down a little bit. Okay, so right here, this is, again, Sarah, who was 42. Okay, so she was 42 at the time of this alleged crime, is now due to appear in court for a pretrial hearing on January 30th. The judge rescheduled that date to Tuesday. That came and gone. Again, this is Sarah to the left, and this was her boyfriend at the time. And I'm drawing a blank right now for some reason, but does anyone know exactly how long they were dating? And then, of course, this was her boyfriend, George, who lost his life. And look at Sarah's smile right here. I mean, just look at that grin. I just don't see any remorse whatsoever. It's crazy. Hey, Mama Bear. See, I'm doing a little smarter today. Even though I have the comments turned off on my StreamYard, I have my phone with the comments. So just in case someone asks me and needs to get my attention. Okay, so this is a photo, a still shot of the suitcase. Now there's two recordings that Sarah did on her phone. One of them, she's not really saying much, and it's shorter than the other one, but one of them, the suitcase is more towards here, and it's flipped on the opposite side. So she tells law enforcement that she flipped it during the interrogation, because on the second video, the suitcase is now on this side, looking like this. And she does say that she flipped it herself. So there's two videos. So this is just knowing, how eerie is this? Just knowing that there's somebody inside of this suitcase. I mean, can we just take a moment to talk about this? I mean, you guys know I'm in my 40s. I'm drinking. I have no kids there. And then I'm like, hey, let's play hide and seek. I'm like, what? I don't know. It's just strange. I don't know. I'm young at heart too, but it just seems like so strange. Let's play hide and seek. Like, hey, we're drinking. We're having a good time. Who says it's a good idea? Yeah, let's play hide and seek. And then not only that, you get in a suitcase. Like, no. Well, I wouldn't fit in any of the suitcase I have. That's for sure. This is a video, but I have it clipped already. We'll watch it in a bit. Now, in a 2-minute video, so again, there's two videos. This is the 2-minute video found on Boone's phone. She's allegedly telling Torres, she is telling Torres, not allegedly, she is telling Torres with a laugh, for everything you've done to me. Fuck you, stupid. And she says it more sinister than that. The boyfriend continues calling out to the girlfriend's name, telling her, I can't fucking breathe, seriously. And she replies, yeah, that's what you do when you choke me, she tells him. And again, I think Sarah is intoxicated during this recording. And I don't know her, but I've listened to that recording. And then I've also heard her talk during the interrogation and also in the 911 call. You can clearly tell Sarah's very intoxicated in the recording of when her boyfriend's in the suitcase. But she says she is not. Now, after listening to Torres's pleas, saying he cannot breathe, she says, that's on you. Oh, that's what I feel like when you cheat on me. You should probably shut the fuck up, she tells him. Now, in a second video, which we have with a duration of 22 seconds, the suitcase is seen in a different position than in the first recording, this time facing upward. Now, Torres calls out Boone's name before she stops recording. Now, Sarah, she later calls 911, telling the operator, my boyfriend is dead. And the 911 call is just so strange to me because, and I know we never know how we're going to react in situations, but again, just think about this. If you try to picture yourself, you've been drinking with your boyfriend, okay, whatever. You play hide and seek, he's in the suitcase, you go upstairs, you lay down, you fall asleep, and then you wake up. And then your boyfriend ain't there. And then you're like, oh shit. And you go downstairs and he's deceased in the suitcase. I don't know. I just would have been freaking the freak out. I do want to say she doesn't initially call 911. She calls her baby daddy. Yeah, she calls him first. And then he's the one who tells her, call 911. And then she calls 911. But in the 911 call, I don't hear, she just, I don't know, she just straight up comes out and says, and she even says how it says here, you know, I woke up and my boyfriend is dead. Hold on, you guys, I hear my dog at the door. Okay, so like I said, she calls 911 and she just tells operator, my boyfriend is dead. Now she continued, my boyfriend and I were playing last night and I put him in a suitcase. So again, she puts him in the suitcase and she says, I put him in the suitcase and we were playing like kind of a hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. I don't know what happened. And in the 911 call, you could hear her saying that. I don't know what happened. Now, Sarah proceeds to tell the dispatcher that Torres had blood coming out of his mouth and speculated that he may have suffered an aneurysm. She added that her boyfriend had a purple in color when she pulled him out of the suitcase and tried to administrate CPR. And in the 911 call too, the dispatcher continues to tell her to do CPR, and she keeps talking and he keeps having to tell her, like, make sure you keep doing CPR, don't stop. And she's like, I'm not stopping, I'm doing it, I promise I'm doing it. But she's still talking while she's doing it and she's not counting. Now she says that he's stiff and he's purple. And this is when she is being this is when she was arrested. And in this, there's on the news station, they show this, and she actually Sarah turns to the camera and she says, why are you recording me? She's very upset that they're recording her. All right, so during her initial interview with detectives, Sarah said she and Torres were painting pictures, completing a puzzle, drinking Woodbridge Chardonnay. I've never drank Woodbridge Chardonnay, so I don't know how strong that is. Maybe some of you have. Let me know. I'm not a big wine drinker. You guys know I love my whiskey. I love my whiskey. I'm not big on wine whatsoever. I've drank it before, but I don't know. It always puts me asleep after one glass. Maybe that's the point. I don't know, but let me know. Is Chardonnay strong? I don't know. Now, she says they were drinking Chardonnay when they decided to play hide and seek. Again, they're in their 40s. There's no kids there. Who thinks it's a good idea after you've been drinking to be like, let's play some hide and seek right now? Like, no. And wait a minute. Can we just talk about this too? Isn't the whole point of hide and seek is, you know, one person goes hide and the other one goes out and seeks them. So if she put him in the suitcase, that just takes away from the whole game. How are you putting him in the suitcase and you're the one that's supposed to find him? Like, that makes no sense. So the hide and seek thing, yeah, that doesn't even make sense. That's not how you play. I tell you guys, she's not that smart, but whatever. So again, they're playing hide and seek. She says that she goes upstairs to hide in the shower, but that George never finds her. So she comes downstairs. She finds Torres in the living room, and together, she says, they decided to have her zip up Torres in the blue suitcase, leaving 2 fingers sticking out of the zipper. Now, I do want to just say this really quick so I can show you guys. Okay. So she does say that in the interrogation, she does say that there's 2 fingers sticking out, his 2 fingers sticking out of the suitcase. And that's why she believed he was able to unzip it. She says she never zipped it all the way, and there was 2 fingers there. Okay, so just wanted to say that. Make sure you guys got the visual of that. And again, who would be like, put me in a suitcase? That sounds like fun. Like, no, it is not fun. Wit says, I'm saying it's just seek. True Crime says they don't know how to play. I know, the real dark. Williams, she said, Williams, are you female or male? I don't want to say she or he for your comment. Let me know in the comments. says the videos she saved disgusting. Yeah. And here's the thing. Do you think I don't think she remembered she recorded that. I literally think Sarah was intoxicated. Sarah had a problem with drinking. And again, I don't know Sarah, but based off of what her baby daddy has stated, also the property management, what they've stated, Sarah had a problem with drinking. She's been seen outside of her apartment intoxicated, not dressed appropriately. You know what I mean? So she clearly had some issues with drinking. And I don't think she remembered she recorded those at all. Here, Kitty says, I watch too much true crime to climb my butt up in a suitcase. Seriously. Seriously. And here's the thing. Because during the interrogation, Sarah says he should have been able to unzip it because, again, he had his two fingers. She didn't zip it all the way up. He should have been able to unzip it from the inside. And, the detectives are saying, no, it's not designed to be able to unzip from the inside. It's designed to be unzipped from the outside. And my ass, I do a lot of testing. I was not going to test that out. Even if I would have had someone nearby me, I was like, yeah, I'm not even going to test that. Please don't go out and test that either. Yeah, don't test that. Okay, the real Dark Williams. I'm a man. Okay, you're working and I'm listening. Okay, thank you. I just never know sometimes with the name, so I've done this before. I'm guilty of calling someone a woman or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, I'm a man." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." Okay, now I know. Thank you. Rita says, "I don't think she remembered neither, and she passed out drunk and left him there to die." And Rita, that's something we're going to have to discuss in a little bit because I want to know what you guys think about that too. Do you think she went up there intentionally wanting him to die? Or do you think she went upstairs thinking he could unzip himself and then she was drunk and she passed out and then, oh, fuck me, in the morning wakes up and guess what? He's in there. Do you think she went upstairs and thought, I'm going to leave him in there to die? Or do you think she went upstairs drunk? Well, she's drunk for either scenario, but drunk and lay down and fell asleep and forgot about him. Not thinking, but thinking he would be able to get out of there. Okay. So again, he's in the suitcase at this point. Now, Sarah and George were both laughing. She says that she zipped him into the suitcase. Now, again, this is a photo, Orange County Sheriff's Office of Sarah Boone at 12:30 a.m. Boone says she decided to go upstairs while Torres was still stuck in the suitcase, thinking that he could get himself out. Now, Sarah got in bed and fell asleep half an hour later. And this is very important. And in the interrogation, this is something they talk about a lot during the interrogation, is that Sarah doesn't just go upstairs and lay down and just knocks the fuck out. Like sometimes that happens when you drink, right? I know I've been there. But she goes upstairs and she is there laying down for 30 minutes, she says. So 30 minutes goes by and George does not come upstairs and then she falls asleep. So they're basically saying, the detectives were saying, like, you had 30 minutes, to realize he's not coming up. Why rationally didn't you be like, let me go check on him? And not only that, I was thinking too, you go upstairs, wouldn't you be able to still hear him, like his pleas, like, him saying, Sarah, you know what I mean? Wouldn't you be able to hear him still? And if you didn't hear any of that, why within those 30 minutes you didn't go downstairs and check on him? So that's something that was brought up during this interrogation. So 30 minutes goes by. Then she falls asleep, she says. Now, she claimed neither she nor her boyfriend were drunk from the wine. And this is what she says initially. She wasn't drunk. They weren't drunk. She had I think she said it was like a glass of wine or 2 glasses at that time. She does switch it out a little bit during the interrogation where she brings up alcohol a little bit. But she says they were not drunk. Now, she told the detective she assumed that Torres was going to get out of the bed and bag and join her in the bed. And again, what I keep telling myself too is that she's intoxicated. I don't believe she's just caught a little buzz going on. I really do think Sarah's intoxicated at this point. Now, Sarah woke up the next morning and stayed in bed for a while. She said she assumed that Torres was already downstairs on the laptop looking for employment. So this is another thing. She wakes up and she doesn't initially look to the side and think, "Oh my God," and goes downstairs. No, she wakes up and she just is like, "Oh, he's downstairs. He must be looking for work on the computer." And she stays upstairs in bed, up, doesn't check on him. I mean, Jesus Christ. My ass would have been like, "Oh my fucking God." And I would have ran downstairs so fast. But no, she just assumed he was downstairs looking for work, is what she's saying, because she was up for quite a bit before she went down there. So she finally goes downstairs around 11 a.m. 11 a.m. My gosh. And she could not find her boyfriend anywhere. Now, this is when I guess reality sinks in. Sarah freaked out and remembered the last time she saw George was when he was zipped up in the suitcase. She then unzipped the luggage and found George unresponsive inside. I mean, how fucking heartbreaking is that? And that's such a, I would not want to pass like that. Oh my gosh, no. I don't do good in small spaces. So that's like one of my first fears right there. Like, no. This is when Sarah called her ex-husband, remember, her baby daddy. She doesn't call 911 first, who arrived a few minutes later and instructed Sarah to call 911. So that's when she called 911. Now, deputies who responded on the residence gives the address found Torres' lifeless body laying on the floor next to a blue suitcase. Now, the victim had now this is what's interesting, and I do want to talk about this. Now, the victim, so George, he had a cut on his lip, bruising around his eye, forehead, and shoulder, and nail scratches on his back and neck. Now, during the, and this is George, and in the interrogation, they do ask Sarah about this. They do tell Sarah the medical examiner found these bruising, a cut on the lip, the scratches on the back, and she, through the whole thing, and if you've seen this, you know what I'm going to say, she says that that day was one of their best days ever. They were getting along. There was no fighting, because their relationship is, they don't have the best relationship. I forgot to mention that, and I don't know if this article goes into it, but there is court documents. Police did go there before. George was arrested for DV. She had been arrested once for DV. Their relationship is just not a healthy one at all. And one thing I do want to say, Sarah, she was abused by, it seems like George, but George also seemed like he was abused by Sarah. Like they both were abusive in the relationship, that's for sure. And even, court records can show that. Now, like I said, she says that everything was fine that day, no fighting. It was their best day ever, that, she doesn't know why he would have, a cut on the lip or bruising around the eye, forehead, and his shoulder. And one thing I do want to point out, because at first I thought, well, maybe these were healing bruises from another incident, but the detective does say that the medical examiner did say that these were new. These were new. These weren't old and healing. These were new. So that's why they wanted to know. And they kept asking her, were you guys playing the game? Did you guys start talking? You guys were drinking? Did it escalate? But Sarah says no. She insists that there was no fighting whatsoever from either of them, she says. Now, she says the scratches on his back, they were from, rough sex, is what she said. Hey, Keegan. Yeah, well, Rita says that his mugshot looks like he's been on drugs to her anyways. Yeah, well, he's suffered from, what I've read is he's had some, problems with drugs, with alcohol and stuff like that, trying to get his life, on track. I agree with you 100%. When you compare the photo I showed earlier of George to the one we just looked at, you can clearly see there's, he's struggling with something. And Sarah, on the other hand, she seems to have a drinking problem, which she's in complete denial. And I only say that because I'm going based off of what her ex-husband has said, and I'm also going based off of what the property manager has stated. So, but she puts it all on George. Okay, so during the investigation, Sarah gave verbal and written consent to the detective to search her phone. Now, I once again do not think Sarah remembered that she had those recordings, because I think if she would have, she probably would have deleted them, because they are pretty damaging, let me say. So during a follow-up police interview, this is when Sarah denied getting into a fight with Torres and intentionally leaving him in the suitcase. And oh my gosh, how many times does she say intentionally during that interview? Now, she also says she did not remember recording the videos, which she conceded looked bad. Now, at the very end, she does say the videos do look bad. Now, Sarah then reportedly contradicted her original statement to the police, blaming what happened on her and Torres' alcohol consumption. Now, records, okay, so this is going to get a little bit into the DV I was talking about. So records indicated that the couple had a history of DV. Now, in June of 2018, Sarah was arrested on a charge of battery by strangulation, targeting her boyfriend, so George. And George was charged with battery stemming from an alcohol-food altercation inside of their home. So they both were arrested. Now, according to the affidavit, Torres told a deputy that Sarah wrapped her hands around his neck and attempted to strangle him as he was walking upstairs to get away from her after an argument, prompting him to kick her. Now, they did live together, I do want to say. A year later, Torres was arrested twice in a span of 2 months on a charge of battery, dating, violence. And it says, as obituary revealed that Torres was a father of 3. His girlfriend has a son from a previous marriage, so he was a father. So clearly they had a not a healthy relationship. I mean, if you are walking away from an argument and someone lays their hands on you in any manner, but to put their hands around your neck, that, get out. Just get out. So they clearly had a toxic relationship. And the property manager did an interview. We're not going to listen to it today. We'll listen to it another day. But she did say that, Sarah would go to her and speak with her and confide to her that allegedly she was being abused by George, that, the property manager says that she did witness bruises on Sarah and stuff like that. And people, the neighbors would complain about, all the noise and just the fighting and everything. And the property, it got so bad that the property manager literally had to give them an ultimatum, like, either this stops or you guys are gone. And she said for a while it stopped. Like, it had stopped. All the complaints and everything and the fighting, all of that had stopped. Even seeing them being intoxicated, because the property manager said she's seen Sarah outside one time. She was not dressed appropriately. She was intoxicated. She said all that had stopped until this. But I feel like if you've ever been in an abusive relationship, it always starts with like verbal, controlling, stuff like that. And then it gets physical. And then you find yourself in a situation, you're like, how did I even get to this point? So clearly it was headed not in the right path. Obviously, they were having major issues. Valerie had a good question. I'm looking at the comments now. Okay, so Valerie says, I think she threw the suitcase down the stairs and kicked it too. Do you think they started playing? Okay, so do you think they started playing the game upstairs? That would make sense. Rita says, yeah, she did. Rita says she told law enforcement that his family hated her and she was afraid they would hurt her because they called the white witch because they didn't like her. Yeah. And in the interrogation, I agree, Rita. She does make it seem like, she even asks this, what are you going to tell the family? What are you going to tell the family? because she was making it seem like she was fearing for her life because what they might do. So do you guys think, okay, so Nicole says she threw him down those stairs. So do you think the game started, you guys? That makes sense, Valerie. Really good comment. Do you think they started? Well, think about it too. The initial game, she says she went upstairs to hide. What was it in the shower? So let me see. Where did this initially start? Yeah. So initially, Sarah, no, we don't want to share that. Sarah went upstairs in the shower. So what if this game did start upstairs? That would make sense for his wounds to me. What do you guys think? What says, where did the stairs come into the play with this? Well, we're trying to talk about his bruising. I'm thinking, because I'm looking at your guys' comments. I'm trying to catch up. So because of the injuries he suffered, the cut lip, the bruising to the eye, the shoulder, he did have scratches on his back. She says those were from, rough sex. But once again, the investigator said, medical examiner told them that these were new. These were not old and healing. These were fresh, these wounds. That's why they kept asking Sarah, did something happen that day? Did you guys get in a fight? Did you guys get in an argument? Because of what he looked like. Oh, definitely. He did not. He did not deserve to die. No. They both deserve to walk away and get help for their addictions and move on. Kitty says that he didn't sound like you was mad when he was begging her to get him out. Didn't sound like you was mad when he was begging her to. Are you talking about George didn't sound mad? Well, that's true. That's true, Vicky. And not only that, think about that too. Hey, Alexis, good to see you, love. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're feeling good. Do you know this case? And again, too, think about it. If you're in a suitcase and you can't get out, I don't know. I don't think I would be yelling at the other person or pissing them off, because I would be thinking, shit, they're not going to let me out if I get them mad or anything like that. So I would be trying to talk very nice, like, please, baby, let me out. You know what I mean? I love you, like stuff like that. Please, I can't breathe, like stuff like that. And in the recording, it does, he does sound very faint. Like it's just, I don't know, maybe it's getting harder for him to breathe. I don't know. But I mean, he does say the F word, but he doesn't say it in a way where I feel like he's yelling or getting upset with Sarah. But again, he could just be because he knows his life is in her hands right now. Oh, I agree, Lenora. She says alcohol and abusers never mix well. It always ends the same, a big blowout fight. Yes, yes. Or even drugs and abusive relationships. I've been there, I know. Valerie, oh, that's a good, I think that's the question someone said, good question from Valerie. Was there any DV incidents with her ex-husband? That's something I haven't seen. But her ex-husband doesn't put her as in the best light either, But he doesn't mention them particularly. Actually, we're going to listen to that right now, so that might change. Hey, Angela, she says, neighbor heard the suitcase go down the stairs after the fight. Max is trying to say hi to all of you guys. Can you hear him barking? Hey, Melissa Jade. She says, I can't believe I'm late. I've been waiting since yesterday. Well, thank you for being here. If the barking does not stop, I'll bring him in. But that's Max, our Dutch Shepherd. He's 13. He's old. We can tell it's catching up to him. And yeah, we just let him be now. He loves being outside all of a sudden. It's so weird. He likes to be outside by himself now. So I don't know. He doesn't really eat as much. So I'm going to get teary-eyed. I don't know what that means, but yeah. All right. So my eyes are getting watery. The thought of that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to watch and listen to the 911 call, to the dispatch. We're going to watch that. And her ex-husband is also there, and he does talk about Sarah and their relationship. So let me play that. I'm going to let Max in, so let me stop sharing. So let's stop. Let's remove that. And I'll bring them in right now. You guys have fur babies at home? Well, you guys know we have two now. We got Max, and then we got Milo. Okay, I'm just moving things around, you guys. Give me 1 second. Dog and a birdie. Does your birdie make a lot of noise, Shannon? Chris says, hi, Chris. How are you doing today? I have 2 fur cats. How is it for people to have cats? I grew up with a cat, in a cat home. We had cats. But they just never like to be bothered. Are they easier? Have you ever had a dog? Are they easier, do you think, than a dog? Okay. Get to the comments. Oh, fun too. You're gonna make me cheer up more. Our past, but I still hear him. I swear. Oh, that's so sad. Kitty says, cats. Oh, fun too. You're making my eyes water, girl. Hold on, guys. That's so sad. Did you ever get, I want to do Max's, you know, you get like in the, I don't know how to say it right, the clay where you could get their paw prints there. God, we've had him for 13 years. We got him when he was, so Maddie was, I think 2 or 3 months, and we got Max, and he was the exact, exact age as Maddie. And the reason we picked Max was because Maddie, when I had Maddie, she was smaller. She was so small out of all, because I had Maddie, and then my boyfriend's sister had a baby, and Maddie was small. So the smallest out of all of them. And so when we got Max, Max was the smallest out of all of them. So we picked Max because of that. Oh, you had a bunny, Mama Bear? She said passed in September. Oh. See, we had a bunny once. I think a lot of parents get a bunny because kids like bunnies, but we just couldn't. I couldn't keep the cage clean, and like, I don't know, just all that, you know, the cleanliness of, and the poop and all of that. I just couldn't maintain it. Oh, you did fun too? She said that we got his paw prints, love them, and a wind chime. A wind chime. Explain more about that. We need to do the paw prints like now. It says, once the market settles and I can get land, I will have all the animals. Really, Whit? Oh, see, we're in AZ, and my boyfriend and my youngest one, their dream would to have a farm with all the animals. See, but that's a lot of work. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Do you really, Kitty? Do they really use the toilet? Kitty says, I don't like litter boxes either. That's why I train my cats to use the toilet. Tell me your cats use the toilet, Kitty. That's crazy. Valerie says she's never had a bunny, but a guinea pig and a pigeon. All right, you guys. So smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Now let's watch everything I just told you guys about. And thank you guys for sharing all your little fur babies, little stories with me. And it makes me feel a little bit better when you guys hear my dog, because I'm not kidding you. It never fails when my dog is barking sometimes. I mean, they're dogs, they bark, right? Somebody on the replay gang will make a comment like, horrible video because I couldn't listen to it because of your dog. And I'm like, dude, you act like my dog was barking through the whole freaking video. Dogs bark, So thank you guys for understanding and sharing your fur baby stories. All right, let's watch this together now. I will be stopping, just so you know, and then talking to you guys and going through comments through this.
Sarah.
Wait, can you guys hear the sound? The last thing I want to do is play this, and then you guys are like, I can't hear no sound. Let me see what you guys are saying. Fun 2 says, barking is love. Yeah, and it's the way how they communicate. Fun 2 Crew says, my friend had her cat go potty. That's crazy. Has anybody had a dog do that? Aw, thank you, Delana. I love you too. Mama Bear telling Kitty, she's super picky and sassy, but smart. I'm sure she can learn. She'll just protest and complain about it. I feel like cats are more like us women for some reason. Don't take that the wrong way, but I feel like they are. Can you guys hear? I'm trying to see if you guys can hear the sound when I played it. Did you guys hear that? What? Someone just say, okay, Valerie says yes. Okay.
Sarah. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Stupid.
I just want to say really quick, see how the suitcase is that way? I mean, Sarah, you need to clean your fucking carpet, first of all. Sorry. But now it's flipped. And you can see him trying to move.
Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's what.
Okay, sorry. This video's been out. It's 2020 this happened, so I am gonna stop it just so you know. So Vicky says, is that shoes besides the suitcase? Yes, it is. They look like sandals. And I don't know if those are men's sandals or female sandals, to be honest with you, just looking at this. But there are shoes right there by the suitcase.
Sarah. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me. Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. That's on you. Sarah, I can't breathe. It's on you. Sarah. Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra. Because I got this. Sarah. Real or ransom. Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. Oh. That's what Sarah. I feel like when you ching on me. Sarah. Fuck you. Fucking breathe, Sarah. Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up. Sarah. Shh.
Okay. Let me see some of your guys' comments really quick. So I think we can all agree. I'm looking at your comments on my phone. I think we can all agree that is just heartbreaking to watch. And I do think it's interesting how I think Vicky mentioned the shoes by the suitcase. And then did you notice in the second video, the shoes are gone? So maybe they were hers. I don't know. She claims he was not in the suitcase for very long, but clearly it seems like he was in there. And it's just heartbreaking to hear him pleading and even saying, seriously, I can't breathe. And his voice sounds so, I don't know, in distress. I hear fear in his voice. That's what I hear. I don't know him, but I hear fear in his voice. Like he seriously can't breathe. And she's right there just torturing him. And she says, and it's interesting to think about what Sarah has said. So Sarah says that this was their best day ever. But yet when you hear Sarah, she seems like she's not having her best day with her boyfriend. She sounds clearly upset and maybe it's past aggression. I don't know, but she clearly is not happy with him. You know, saying, Sarah, that's my name. Don't wear it out. When he's saying I can't breathe, and she's like, well, you better stop talking. You better stop fucking talking. You know what I mean? And she's laughing at him, torturing him in the suitcase while her boyfriend that she allegedly loves, and this was the best day ever, is slowly passing away, right? While she's recording all of it, like slowly losing breath. She does, Royal. I agree. Royal says, and Mama Bear, this video is horrible. I'm catching up. I'm looking at both chats. The carpet, yeah. The carpet was disgusting. Mama Bear says that she could not even imagine. She's evil. I know. I feel so bad for him too, Chris. And Delana, it is very heartbreaking. Nicole thinks that she probably jumped on the suitcase. I never thought about that before, you guys, to be honest with you. I honestly thought that they probably got into an altercation, but then I was like, okay, if you get in an altercation with someone and you've been drinking, why on earth would you even allow them to put you in a suitcase? So I thought, I don't know, but it did seem that Sarah she was like a manipulator. She was very good at manipulating George. So maybe they did get into an argument earlier and she convinced him for some reason to get in the suitcase. I don't know, but I always just thought they had an argument, physical argument before. But now talking to you guys, now I'm starting to think, well, what if this initially started upstairs? She was hiding in the bathroom upstairs. What if, and the suitcase was in, we're going to hear it. Someone remind me. The suitcase was initially in her son's closet, and I'm wondering where his bedroom is. And she says that he took it out before that because they were doing like cleaning and bullshit. But I'm wondering if she got the suitcase out herself, and if, I don't know why anyone would even want to go in a suitcase, or what she said. You know, hide and seek, I do not believe they were playing hide and seek, because the whole point of hide and seek, like I said earlier, is one goes hide and the other one seeks. You are physically putting him in a suitcase. How is that hide and seek? Like, no, that's not hide and seek. So I'm wondering, how did she convince him to get in the suitcase? I do not believe, there's nothing in me that believes he was playing hide and seek and that's why he got in there. Because the game, that's not how you play. She had to say something to convince him to get in the suitcase, whatever it is, I don't know. But I'm wondering if this initially started upstairs, and like Valerie stated, is it possible that she pushed that suitcase with him in it downstairs? Initially landed one way, and then when they're downstairs, you know, she's taunting him, torturing him. Then she flips it, because she admits she did flip it. And that's how he could have sustained some of those injuries that were, like the medical examiner, those were fresh. Those are not old injuries. Are you guys sure you don't hear the background noise, the banging? Oh my gosh, it's so loud. It's really windy right now. Oh, yes, Melissa. Melissa says the most messed up part for her is when they arrest her in the interrogation video. So they end up arresting her, and she asked if she was going to be put in a holding cell. Now check this out. And explained that she couldn't breathe last time and she was claustrophobic. Yeah. So she has the nerve, after placing her boyfriend in a suitcase and then the video of him saying, I can't breathe, she has the nerve to say that she doesn't want to go to this holding cell because she's claustrophobic and she couldn't breathe the last time. Like, ain't that some karma for you? She has a lot of entitlement, I will say, in that interrogation. She's a character. The whole time I watched that, even what we're going to watch right now, the whole time I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Okay, let me push play. Now we're going to listen to the 911 call. And I'm going to let this play all the way through.
What is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748. What's the street name?
France, FRANTZ.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Fire risk. That's the location emergency.
That's 32.
No, please don't leave.
4748 France Lane, apartment 3.
France Court.
France Court.
Yes.
Okay, just near Mackenzie Drive.
I don't know where that is.
Okay, fine. Okay.
It's Steelwood Park Apartments.
Okay, 4748 France, correct?
Correct.
All right, correct. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing. And
Okay.
like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Right, okay, what's your apartment number?
3.
Apartment 3?
Yes, like he has like blood coming out of his mouth, and I don't know if like he had like an aneurysm or what happened.
Right, okay, all right, okay. Listen, we're getting help out there too. All right, okay. Okay,
now?
Okay, yeah, man, listen, we're on our way out there. You're at 407-716-8684. Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase. I tried giving him CPR.
Okay, so he was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Okay, how old is the boyfriend, ma'am? 42-year-old male. All right. Okay, we're sending help out there. Sheriff's officer on the way out there?
Yes,
I'm sorry?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Listen to me. Okay. I just need to confirm this one. All right. I understand. I just need to confirm this. Is he awake at all? Is he conscious at all?
No. He's purple.
Is he breathing?
No.
All right. I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me. Okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
All right.
I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah. Okay.
But nothing happened. He's purple.
Okay. Listen to me. There's a defibrillator available. I need you to get it for me. Okay?
What is it?
You have an AED available?
No.
All right. Are you right by him now?
I'm sorry?
Are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay. Lay him flat on his. Okay, ma'am. Listen. So listen. Is he cold and stiff?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's not necessarily cold, but he's stiff.
Right. Okay. All right. Listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Removing the pillows. Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right. Okay.
He's stiff and purple.
Right. Okay. Listen. Okay, man. That's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him. Okay. All right. Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Baby, I'm telling you. Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay. And?
Please. Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay. Listen to me. All right. I want you to place the heel of your hand. Okay, right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes,
we want to pump his chest to me hard and fast, going to this twice per second.
I'm doing it again.
Okay, no, just keep on pumping. That's all you need to do for me. Keep on pumping his chest for me. I don't need you to stop and talk or anything. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is mixing.
Okay, ma'am, just keep on pumping his chest. That's all you need to do for me, okay?
Yes. Come on, please. Hurry up.
Okay, ma'am, they're driving here as fast as they can. Okay, don't stop to say hurry up. Just keep on pumping and counting.
I'm still doing it while I'm talking to you, okay?
Okay.
Still doing it.
All right, just continue pumping his chest. Count on a second count with you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Please hurry.
Okay, ma'am, they're getting there as fast as they can, okay?
He's stiff and he's purple.
Okay. Keep pumping his chest for me, ma'am.
I'm still doing it, okay? Still doing it. Just don't make me count.
Right, okay, that's fine. You did a good job. Just keep on doing it for me. That's all right. They're getting there as fast as they can, along with the sheriff's office also, okay?
Please.
Okay. Keep on pumping, ma'am. 1,
We were playing
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep on pumping for me, ma'am.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Believe me, I'm doing it, okay? We were playing hide and seek.
Okay. All right, I understand. All right, just keep on pumping for me, okay? Okay.
Please hurry. This
Right,
is
okay.
horrible. This is horrific.
Okay, when she says what happened, like seriously, bitch, what happened? You know what fucking happened. Sorry, I just had to say that. Every time I hear this and I hear that part, I'm always like, seriously, bitch? Like I give that look like, are you serious? What happened? No, sorry. Go back. Okay, we're going back.
Man, just keep on pumping his chest for me, okay? They're in the parking lot. They should be up there shortly, okay?
I'm still doing it, okay?
All right, okay, good. And you found them in a suitcase, you said?
Yes. We were playing hide and seek last night. I fell asleep. I think they're here.
Right, just keep on pumping his chest until they take over, okay?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Open. Come in. Can I stop hugging now?
Let them take over for you, okay?
When was the last time anybody saw him? Last night. Okay. We were playing hide and seek. He hit the suitcase. Okay. But unfortunately, he's been down too long. There's nothing we can do for him.
So I just noticed it right now, hearing it with you guys. And I just want to say it out loud so it stays in my noggin. So she says, he put himself in there. We were playing hide and seek. He put himself in there. Okay, that's it.
Hello, ma'am.
And so we're there, obviously.
All right.
Yeah, no, my boyfriend. Is your boyfriend? Okay. Does he have any kind of metaphors? No. No, not that I know of.
Hello?
Hey, ma'am, the fire department's going to take care of you now, okay? Yeah, so we'll see you there.
Alrighty. Hello, ma'am. We still there? Hello?
And I'm just speeding it up at this point right here so we can get to where it starts. But I just want to say really quick, thank you so much here, Kitty Kitty, for your donation. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you. It means a lot to me, just showing your support, and you spend your hardworking money. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so now we're going to get where law enforcement is already on scene. This officer is arriving. I speed it up. I muted it. And the sound's going to start in 1, 2, 3.
Hey, would you do me a favor, pull one of these spots just so we can get out of there?
Yep.
It's signal 7, so it's going to be turned over to you guys.
Yep.
He was last seen last night, so.
You could get all your guys out of there.
What's that?
You could get everything out of
Wrapping
there.
up getting info. You got to report on the tailgate and stuff.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Who pronounced?
She did. Oh, right there.
Okay. Did you call it? What time did you call it?
I got a time.
Hello there. Hi. You live here? Yes. Okay, I'll talk to you. We gotta get some information from the fire department.
The property manager. I don't know if I should go tell him really quick or just so he knows what's going on.
Where's he at?
And he wants that way.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that for you, okay?
I had a cigarette, but
I'll get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay?
I really need something to drink.
Okay, well,
I got my Dr. Pepper on the counter.
okay, we'll take care of you. Give me 1 second.
It's Armando.
I got a black tea.
Put the time that
Thank you very much.
you called it.
Yeah, I put that right there.
You got the time you called it? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You can't go back inside. What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend?
Yes, for like 3.5 years.
What happened?
He and I, we drank last night. We had a.
Can you pass this to the around to the FD guys? Stop. They need to sign that for sure.
They're with me, so they're not.
Oh, they're not leaving?
I
Okay.
think I woke her up.
No. Each of them has to. So this might be a real thing. So each of them has to put their name.
Normally,
in
we all I just put everybody.
Yeah, you calling Rich Morgan?
What's going on?
So
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and
I'm
I
sorry.
were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay. Fine.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase. Okay.
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I tried giving him CPR. The problem is I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes.
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him and I took him out and I tried doing CPR and then I called him and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband or
Yes.
your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where did he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and who gets him up in?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What
what.
kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None
You
that I
didn't take
know
any
of.
medicine?
No.
No medicine.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that happened.
Okay.
So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like, I don't know what happened.
So how long were you doing CPR on him prior to you calling 911? You tried that all morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called him while I was
What
doing
time
CPR.
did you start? Probably in a rough ballpark. Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am
Hold on,
so
one
cotton
second,
mouth
one
right
second.
now.
Ma'am, and you can't talk to him until we get done
Okay,
with
fine.
this, okay?
Just don't leave, okay, Brian?
I just want to say really quick, how about the moment when when Sarah starts doesn't she drink from the water hose? Sorry, I just had to say that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm getting Lucas sick.
I know.
Do me a favor. Stand over there by that car. Give me 1 second. Just give us a second, okay? We gotta...
Somebody else on there calling break and
It's on the counter.
I can't move anything from out of the house.
Like, I'm
Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal
I
with,
need
right? Sit.
May I have water? Just water.
I can get you some water, okay? Just I want you not on your feet because I don't want you passing out on me.
I need water.
Okay, I'll get some for you.
He's trying to, Charlie, but you on it.
She's crying for fucking water while your boyfriend needed to breathe and he ends up suffocating. So eat shit.
Okay, so you don't live here in this house?
No. I live down in Lake Renata Cove down
Lake
there.
Renata Cove. Okay. So kind of tell me how you came here today, or
Well, I had been calling.
come down here. We got to talk.
I've been calling since.
You've been calling your ex-wife or current current
Yes,
wife?
yes.
Okay.
No. Ex-wife. We've
Okay.
been divorced about a year and a half. About 11:30 is when I started calling to find out because this is supposed to be her day. Her child.
Okay.
She's generally not very good about always doing it. She tends to drink.
They called back and said
She
she
has
was
a bit
still
of a
there,
problem
or
there.
she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she was going to be getting him or not today.
From school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I started calling like 11:30, called every half hour or so, and then
She was back inside the lobby.
finally got a hold of her at 12:49, which is when she told me what was going on and if I'd come over here. So I came over.
She called at 12:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 12:49.
12:49.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. I walked back out the house because I didn't really want to
Who
be
called?
out there.
Did you call or did she call?
Well, I called. She called me back when I was on my way to make sure I was coming over. But I called her
Give me
initially.
1 second, okay?
But I called her initially.
Do you have water in your car by any chance?
I don't think so.
Nothing?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay, so she called, you get over here.
I called her first.
Okay.
Trying to find out if she's going to be at Lucas. That's what she told me everything's going on. I got my stuff together, put the puppy up in this crate. When I was starting to drive over here is when she called me to make sure I was coming, and then I got over here right after
Did you
that.
go inside and see and then?
I walked inside the front. I didn't see the little front tile area.
Come on, step this way.
I saw legs. I didn't really want to be in there around it, so I told her.
Well, just for the sake of the crime scene, I want to know if I were to find your footprint, it would be because you went this far into the house. So did you actually make entry past the threshold?
I don't think I ever made it to the carpet. I think it was just in that. I've been over here before.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I don't think I stepped past that tile area.
Okay. So
I touched doorknob. I don't think I touched anything in the kitchen. I don't know if that really matters.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of what you have. Well, sit tight for us. We're going to make a few phone calls, and then we'll go from there. Do you know if he has any medical issues or?
I don't.
Okay, but you've met him before.
I've met him before, yes. Okay. Yes. They've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You guys have called over this like
for the two of them?
Yeah, he's been arrested like I think 5 times.
Really? Okay, I'm not familiar with. So, I haven't been here personally. So they have
he's currently on parole because of it. So
because of domestic violence with her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Last time he got pre-trial something or other. He had to go to a domestic violence class.
Okay.
I know he was doing it at a parole officer. Stuff like that. But I mean, like every time she'd have him arrested, the next day she was trying to get him bailed out of jail. So I don't know what it is.
Oh, she's getting water from the tap. Probably gonna pass out on it. Okay. Well, listen, please do me a tight.
Oh, no.
I'll make a few phone
not a problem.
calls.
I mean,
where's your kid need to be picked up?
Lakeline Elementary.
How soon though?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Okay.
I normally leave out.
Let me try and get this going for you because I know you need that. Martinez. I'll go ahead and start making the calls. Ma'am, could you go ahead and give me his last name, Torres? Spell it for me.
Torres.
And his first name?
George, Jorge. Jorge. Jorge.
His birth date?
2/13/78.
And this is the boyfriend?
Yes.
How long?
3.5 years.
Living together that whole time?
Yes.
Okay. And your last name?
Boone.
Spell it.
Boone.
First name, Sarah, Sarah. Birthday, 10/10/77. So you've had a second to kind of collect yourself. Tell it to me again. You guys were playing last night, drinking a bottle of wine,
putting puzzles together, doing artwork.
Artwork. Okay.
Had a bottle of wine, and then decided to play hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
So
What time was that? Do you remember?
I mean, I know that I was in bed probably by like what, 12:30.
Okay.
Well, I went upstairs at least, and I fell asleep, forgetting that he was in the suitcase.
You guys were playing the hide and go seek.
Yes.
And at some point, you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you, and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep.
So she says that she's blaming George. She's saying that he thought it would be a good idea to go in a suitcase. I mean, I don't know George, so I don't know, but I'm in my 40s. If I'm drinking, there is no way I'm going to be like, it sounds like fun right now, babe. What? Let's go. Put me in a suitcase right now. Let's have some fun. Like, no. But it's funny that she's saying he thought it would be a good idea, putting the blame on him. Maybe he did. I don't know. But I just think it's interesting. I think she's the one who, I don't think it was hide and seek. I don't know who made this comment earlier, but it makes so much sense of truth and dare, or what is it? Dare and truth or dare game. And I think maybe Sarah dared, and this is just my opinion, that's all it is. I think she did dare him to get in there. That's the only thing that I'm thinking. I don't care if I've been drinking or not. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, is why he would get in there. I think she dared him, and then he got into the suitcase.
Mm-hmm. I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right where it is.
Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there?
Yes.
Thought it would be funny, a little
joke.
It
was. We both were laughing about it. Okay. And then I fell asleep.
Where did you fall asleep at?
Upstairs.
In your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Totally forgetting that he was in the suitcase still.
Okay. And then you came back downstairs?
This morning? Or this afternoon, yes, when I got up.
What time?
12:30-ish. I was awake, but I totally forgot that he was in the suitcase. He can tell you there's a lot of things that we have been going through. Jobs.
Yeah, he did tell me.
Life, all that good stuff. So I just totally forgot.
So you began to do CPR on him?
Yes. Yes.
About what time this morning did you start doing that CPR?
No, it was the afternoon. It was afternoon because I was awake. But then I finally decided to come downstairs at like 12:30-ish, whatever it is. And I was like, I forgot he was in the suitcase, and he wasn't moving. Nothing was happening. So I unzipped it, took him out and started doing CPR on him.
And I want to know the exact time frame for this, because I know that she makes it seem like she was upstairs for a bit. And I'm just wondering, how long was it? Like an hour she was up there? I'm going to have to look at some more. Melissa Jade's here. Maybe Melissa might have or Valerie might know exact time. But I mean, wouldn't that be the first thing you're thinking about when you wake up and you don't see your spouse near you? Keep in mind, you guys, she was upstairs for a bit. And then she goes downstairs. And she even said when she was upstairs, she thought he was just downstairs on looking for a job on the laptop. You know what I mean? So initially, that didn't come to her mind, she says. This is just not looking good. She first lays down and doesn't go to sleep for 30 minutes, doesn't think about, George ain't coming up. And then she wakes up and she still doesn't go downstairs immediately. She stays upstairs for a bit. And then she goes down. But when she goes down, she's just thinking he's downstairs on the computer.
Mm-hmm. He was on his way over here. I called you when he got here.
Once he got here, you called us?
Yes.
Okay.
And air was coming out and he was gurgling, but I could just tell by looking at him.
But you knew how to do CPR. You were doing that on your own?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the person that was on the phone with me also, I counted with him doing it.
And he's got no medical? He doesn't take any medication?
I don't know. I don't know medical-wise. I know he doesn't take any medications whatsoever.
Okay.
The only thing, like I said, I don't know if alcohol had something to do with it, but we had a bottle of wine.
Okay. All right. Here's, I want you to sit back down because I don't want
Can I have one more sip of water, please?
Yeah, go on.
29 Residential Audible 1303 Island Bay Drive.
I'll do what I can to get you a cup because I don't want you to have to keep doing that.
The statement should have the proper cancel the indication to the front door.
motor unit on the channel. The cops are like right there. Okay. I don't know medical wise, like what I know he doesn't take any medications whatsoever.
Okay.
The only thing, like I said, I don't know if alcohol had something to do with it, but we had a bottle of wine.
Okay. All right. Here's. I want you to sit back down because I don't want
Can
you.
I have one more sip of water, please?
Yeah. Go on.
That person 29 residential audible 1303 Island Bay Drive.
I'll do what I can to get you a cup because I don't want you to have to keep doing that.
The statement should have the proper cancel the indication in the front door.
I don't know why, but that just makes me laugh out of my ass. Let's watch it together, Sarah. And yes, I'm being childish right now. I'll admit it. I don't fucking care, but it just makes me laugh knowing that she's so thirsty, right? That she's having to drink.
Tell by looking at him.
But you knew how to do CPR. You were doing that on your own.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the person that was on the phone with me also, I counted with him doing.
And he's got no medical. He doesn't take any medication.
I don't know. Like I don't know medical wise. Like what I know he doesn't take any medications whatsoever.
Okay.
The only thing, like I said, I don't know if alcohol had something to do with it, but we had a bottle of wine.
Okay. All right. Here's. I want you to sit back down because I don't want
Can
you.
I have one more sip of water, please?
Yeah. Go on.
That person 29 residential audible 1303 Island Bay Drive.
I'll do what I can to get you a cup because I don't want you to have to keep doing that.
Let her do this.
The motor unit on the channel.
The cups are like right there.
Okay. Sit right here. Don't talk to the ex-husband right now.
I won't.
Okay?
I won't. Can I have a cigarette, please?
Ma'am, I can't take anything out of the house.
It's on the back porch.
Nope. All of it. It's secure. Okay. I'll try my best to get you what you need. Okay. Maybe one of these deputies has a pack from someone. You know, sit down and I'll try and get you what you need. Okay.
Just cut, please.
Okay. I don't want you on your feet.
You want cameras?
Yeah.
Where's the place talk about?
Okay.
Want to talk over here?
Yes, guys, please show me some love. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. It really does help the channel out, and it's completely free. And the body cam has been muted. I didn't mute it, just so you guys know. And I agree here, Kitty. She says, hide and die. I know. And Mary, you know what? When we watch the interrogation, we're not going to watch it today. She really thinks it's believable, and she really makes it seem like she even says that you don't know who I am. Like she really puts herself on this pedestal, and I really think she thought she was going to get away with this. When she gets arrested, I mean, clearly she's shocked.
After we got the
It's still Boone. Okay.
Yeah,
And then your first name?
Brian, Brian.
Brian. And your date of birth?
5/27/75.
And your child is in school right now. He's not here with you.
No. He's
okay.
in school.
He's in school. What? How old is he?
This will be a fun one. He is 9. He's third grade.
I can't even start with how you would explain something like this. Okay. 6th grade, you said?
Third grade.
Third grade. 3rd grade. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So sit tight for us. I'm sorry it's so hot. Maybe the middle of that would be a good spot to stand. So we'll take it from there. I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
In interrogation, how many times did she say that? It was not intentional. Oh my God, you guys, it's crazy how many times she said that.
220 south and 221 out the unit check. 4 pounds, 2 central. 10 for 10, 12 and 1332.
Yeah, Sarah claims that her and George were laughing. And maybe when she initially zipped him up, maybe for a second or two, it was funny maybe at first, you know. But once he realized she was not going to let him out, I'm sure it was not funny no more.
Want to do this now?
Oh, I don't know.
Jelana says,
did we get that dog by any chance?
He's sleeping on the.
Oh, what's that? So your backyard's not fenced, okay? Because we put him in the backyard, and I guess he knew to.
I'm sorry?
Your dog, We thought the backyard was fenced.
The dogs are outside?
No. We have them contained.
One's deaf and one's blind.
Okay.
That's why I was making sure they were under the table.
Nope, that's yours. So we just stand, wait for us to get the instructions on what to do next. You got some water, good, okay.
Can I please just have a cigarette? They're on the back porch.
Not right now, we can't have you go and get anything. Why don't you sit in the shade?
Yeah, I'm snarky. I'm a snarky creator. This bitch, are you serious? She gets her freaking water and now she has the nerve to say, can I get a cigarette? Are you serious? No, bitch. Go sit there. No cigarettes and no water. Give me back that water cup.
You're okay right there? Or maybe a little closer here where the shade is?
You still on?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting up left-handed.
Oh no, you're in 24 right now.
What
in the world?
I'm like, nobody's going up there.
I heard silence. I said 220. I was leaving Econ in 50. Just gonna go get me a sub. And then I said, well, I need to go to that.
243 Delta, can I check?
Am I able? Someone asked,
1334.
and then you said, wait a minute. My ex-husband buying that cigarette.
We can't let you guys communicate right now.
I know it's supposed to ask for one.
You want me to get a cigarette from him and bring it to you?
That's okay.
I could probably do that.
Thank you.
No problem.
I was gonna have him arrange childcare.
Okay, good. For the child in school up the street. Okay.
Is my name on there yet?
No, sir, it's not. I need to get her on there too, and him.
Yes.
So they're en route already, probably?
Can you guys hear me?
No, you want me to call?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were calling.
And hear?
All right, let me get homicide.
Can you hear the sound okay? Or does it chop up?
All right.
I'm just seeing what's easier for me to do.
Okay, let's see.
No, she didn't say I pretended to give him CPR.
Hold on, I'm still on. Let me.
She didn't do CPR. That is why she wants to drink and rinse. She definitely has, well, I mean, she was drinking the night before, and I know when I've been drinking the night before, I am dehydrated like a motherfucker. So, you know, she wants her water, Dr. Pepper, whatever. I definitely don't want no soda the next day. Definitely water, but, you know. Kitty. And the body cam is muted. I did not mute it. She says, I wouldn't have let her drink out of my toilet at this point. They're being very nice to her. I mean, of course, that's how they're going to be treating her. Hey, ETS. I know. She seemed more concerned, though. Did you notice that? She seemed more concerned with the pup getting out, the dog's getting out, than she did.
It's natural. You're nervous. You have the anxiety. You're scared, right?
I don't know how to explain it to you.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I don't know how to. I'm just waiting for whoever, so.
I could tell you this. I'm going to be here just as long as you are, including my... It's natural. You're nervous. You have the anxiety. You're scared, right?
Sorry, I just want to hear what she said. I didn't hear it. Hold on, guys. And yes, Cynthia, the trial's going to be very interesting. Do you think Sarah's going to go on the stand? I think she is. This girl, I really think she's just that fucking character where she thinks that, people are going to believe. Imagine she starts crying teary-eyed on the stand. I think she is, though. Okay, hold on. Let me listen to this part. It's still muted.
It's natural. You're nervous. You have the anxiety. You're scared, right? It's okay. You don't have to.
I don't know how to. I'm just waiting for whoever. So
I could tell you this. I'm gonna be here just as long as you are, including my. It's gonna be a while. I'm welcoming this breeze right now. It's kind of warm. All right, so just bear with us.
I know.
All right.
If you can give me whatever updates or anything that you know of, that's just how I work. So I know kind of what.
Well, let me look at my computer. See.
Hi, Nicole. So good to see you.
We already got a detective on his way. He's on the screen. Okay. No, ya que
I think we're all really nervous at this
lavarse las manos. Honey, that's my corporal. Let me pick it up.
I'm curious. I know, right? If only she tried to help George half as hard as she tried to get a cigarette. I agree. Okay, so they just, it's muted. It's going to go back on right now. Thank you, Grateful Ed. Ed, Delana calls you the voice of reason here at the channel, just so you know. Hey, Renee, so good to see you. And guys, it's still muted. We're just waiting for it to get back on. ATS, do you know this case? It's so bizarre. Sarah is just a character. This is just insane. Yes, and while we wait, if you guys can please like, subscribe, and hit all notification because YouTube hates me. It is crazy, right? Alexa, she's more concerned about water and getting a cigarette. I'm serious.
Hey, Sarah. You get enough water?
Oh gosh. Water.
No, if you want to stay seated, I don't want you getting lightheaded. So remember I said the detectives were going to come out and talk to you and go from there. You know what I'm saying? They're here. They're going to ask you a few questions and then go from there, okay? All right.
So now the detectives are on the scene. So this is when stuff, is going to get serious because these are the officers, right, that are on the scene. And ATS did ask a question, and I'm just being snarky, you guys. The officers are treating her with respect. Of course, they don't, like she just stated, they don't want her to, faint or pass out right now. That's why, but I'm just being snarky, like, don't give the bitch water. ATS said something, and I wanted to answer it really quick. I'm late, but how did she find him or call 911? So we played the 911 call in the very beginning, ATS, and she, on the 911 call, she comes out right away and just says that, she found her boyfriend, George, he was dead. She found him, he was dead. She does say they were playing hide and seek, and that she woke up and she went to bed. She woke up and he was dead. They, have her do CPR. She says she's doing CPR, but the whole time she's, pretty much talking and saying things. So the dispatch has to continue to tell her, please continue. And she's like, I am, but yet she's not counting. But yeah, I have the 911 call. It's in the very beginning if you want to hear it. But basically her story is they were playing hide and seek the night before. She went to bed and she thought he would be able to get out, and he didn't. She woke up the next morning, thought he was downstairs, went downstairs, and then realized, oh shit, he's in the suitcase still, and that's when she found him. She removed him from the suitcase though, because when first responders arrived, they did find him next to the blue suitcase. So he was out of the suitcase, which she did say. She took him out. She says she did CPR before anything. And then after that, she calls her ex-husband first, and then her ex-husband arrives, and then he tells her, call 911, and that's when she calls 911.
All right, sir. My name's Chelsea. My partner, Scott. To my understanding, you reside here?
Yes.
Okay. Is it just you?
And George.
Okay.
And I have a 9-year-old. I mean, it's 50-50 with Brian, my former husband.
Your former husband. Okay. But you reside here with George, and then your son lives with you, or lives there? It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. So from what
Rodriguez
has told me, she explained last night that you guys were drinking a bottle of wine, and around midnight, you decided you guys.
12:30ish, yeah.
Okay. You guys decided to play hide and seek.
Well, we were playing hide and seek, and then
Was your son home at the time, or
No.
okay?
No, with Brian.
Okay.
Decided to play. We were just stupid like that. Like, sure. We were putting puzzles together. We were doing artwork. You can see the puzzle that we finished in there, and then the artwork, and then decided to play hide and seek, just being stupid.
Okay.
So he decided to get in the suitcase. So I thought it would be funny to, and he was laughing about it too, to dip him up in there. I go upstairs and fell asleep. So this morning, this afternoon, when I actually got up out of the bed, I thought for sure he was downstairs on the laptop because he was being really quiet. But then I came downstairs and I'm like, where is he? Like, and then that's when I found him.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. And then you weren't sure about if you woke up this morning.
It was afternoon. I mean, I wasn't
or this afternoon,
but I just didn't want to come downstairs. So
okay.
I just laid in the bed for a little while, and then I eventually came downstairs and was confused about where he was, and then I was like, oh my God, he's in the suitcase still. So I pulled him out and I stretched him out and I started to try to do CPR on him. Okay. I called you guys. Well, I called Brian.
Okay.
And then as soon as he got here, which is 30 seconds down the road, I called you guys.
Okay.
And the person on the phone had me do the concussions continually still and count with him until you guys shut up.
Okay. And so as a part of our investigation, we obviously have to go inside the house. We have to look at things. Are you okay with us going in the house and looking at things?
Yes.
Okay. And forensics, so we have to have our forensics crime scene investigators come out. Are you also okay with them coming inside, taking photographs and
okay.
Okay.
Can I ask, is I'm sorry, George, is he diagnosed with any kind of medical history?
Not that I know of. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't take drugs. I mean, we'll have the occasional bottle of wine here and there, but I don't know. Like,
that was going to be my next question. So you guys don't normally drink? You just drink once in a while, or?
Well, I'm going to say, like, okay, I guess normal drinking is, like, we will have, like, a glass of wine or two, like, while we're cooking dinner. Sure. Cooking beer, and we'll play a board game with him. I mean, little games in there. But, I mean, it's not, like...
A couple of beers a day?
Well, but I don't understand, though, like, for the little bit that we had, like, we not had anything to even do with it. Like, I don't know if he had a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm or what happened to him. I don't know.
And were you guys together all day yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Here?
Yes.
Like, neither of you left the apartment yesterday?
I think he drove up to the beach store to get cigarettes.
Okay.
But, I mean, you could walk there.
Does he have any history of using any drugs? I know he doesn't now, because you said he doesn't, but...
I don't know.
As far as you've ever known him, you've never seen him?
No. I mean, he's from Philadelphia, and he grew up in Philadelphia, and then he went to Massachusetts, and then from Massachusetts he came down here. So I don't really know, like, a whole lot of, like, medical history or anything.
How long have you guys been together?
Almost 4 years, like 3.5 years.
You guys been living here the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. never been to the doctor or to the hospital during that time?
He and his brother got into a really bad argument at one point, and he had to have facial reconstruction. But he has been in the hospital from that, and then I talked him into going to see like a regular physician so he could get just like a regular like checkup thing. Yeah. But there were no red flags.
How long ago was that?
The surgery or the
both.
doctor?
Both.
The surgery I think was at this point what, 2 years maybe, 2.5 years. The checkup was probably a good 2 years too.
Okay.
And the suitcase is still in there?
Yep.
Is it normally stored down there? Did you guys travel recently?
No, he was going to start putting some of the, what do you call it, donations in there. So that's why
it's out?
Yes.
Okay. You guys didn't recently travel somewhere or anything like that?
After you zipped them up, did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away
laughing?
laughing?
We were laughing about it, but I went upstairs and I fell asleep.
Okay. But what position was he in when he went in? Was he sitting on his rear end and his head up, and he just kind of bent over?
Okay, so like this is the suitcase. Like this was his head, and then his knees right here, and his feet were down.
So he was laying on his side.
Yes. Yes.
You just closed the flap and zipped it around.
Yes.
Him. Okay.
I'm trying to catch up with comments, but I'm just going to answer this really quick. And I put something in the chat, so make sure you read it. Cynthia says, is she being charged with manslaughter? No, she's being charged with second-degree murder. And this case did take place in Florida, and I believe second-degree murder minimal is 30 years, I believe.
We were playing.
Understandably. Okay.
So he said that I needed to tell you guys about his family. Like, who do I talk to about that?
We're gonna do that once we walk through and see. Yeah, we're
not going anywhere. We're gonna be here.
I'm just telling you, like,
this is gonna be a while.
I'm afraid for my life. I want you to know that. I am
Why
afraid
is that?
for my life. His family have never liked me. I'm the blue-eyed white devil, is what they call me. So they've never liked me. They've never taken me in. They've never accepted me. I'll put it that way.
Have you called any of them?
We talked to his daughters yesterday.
No, I mean, like, about this. Does
No.
anyone know? Okay.
That's
so no one's gonna know until we will be making that notification. So
they're going to kill me.
Okay. Well,
do they live local?
Yes, they're down the road. They're going to kill me. His kids are going to kill me in Philadelphia. They're going to kill me. This was not intentional.
Okay.
And they're not going to understand that. They're not going to accept it.
We're gonna do a thorough investigation, and we will definitely make sure that you don't feel scared when we leave here. Okay.
When my 9-year-old.
Well, he's at school. He's with your husband.
I know. Well,
ex-husband.
Your husband said that, or your ex-husband said he made arrangements for your 9-year-old to be picked up.
Oh, okay, Mom.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go inside if that's okay.
Yes, please, but can you guys just keep me posted?
Of course.
So I know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't.
All you have to do is get their attention if you have a question or you need to talk to us. He's standing right there. She'll be right here.
Yeah. Okay, but will you guys tell me, like, so you're telling me, like, you won't call whoever it is without telling me, right?
No.
I mean, I have all their phone.
And we're not calling. We're not making phone calls. We're actually going to speak to them in person.
Yeah.
We
That'll
are.
be later
They're
on.
going to. Okay.
It'll
You'll
be
know
later.
prior to us making any
I'm
contact.
not going to be here.
Okay.
They're going to kill me.
Okay.
We'll address all of that, okay, before we leave. Okay?
This was.
Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just stay seated, okay, Sarah? I know you're panicking, okay? Just relax. We'll come and talk to you. We'll keep checking on you.
Okay, so I stand corrected. I said 30 years. I was wrong. So second-degree murder in Florida is classified as a first-degree felony and is punishable according to the level 10 of Florida's Criminal Punishment Code. If convicted of second-degree murder, the offender will receive at least 16 3/4 years in prison without the chance for parole. So I stand corrected. I don't know where I got 30 years. Maybe that's first degree. Yeah, I don't know. But I stand corrected. I was wrong. It's not 30 years minimal. Scratch that. My bad. So it would be, and this is from the FloridaTrialLawyer.com website. So second degree murder in Florida is classified as a first degree felony and is punishable to receive at least 16 3/4 years in prison without the chance for parole. And again, this case takes place in Florida. And I like this detective because these are the two that you just seen right now talking to her in the interrogation. That's who they are. And a lot of things that Sarah said here initially to them, she contradicts herself when she does the interrogation. A lot of stuff. So again, she does say that he got the detective, I believe it is the male, I don't know his name, but he asked her after she zipped him up in there, did she move the suitcase at all? And it's very important because she says no right here. She says she didn't. But clearly from the videos, the suitcase has been moved from the two videos we watched earlier. The positioning of them have been moved. So then in the interrogation, she does admit after, the video surfaces, oh, I did move him. So she does admit she did flip him over.
Okay.
And the body cam is muted again. I thought it was interesting how she said she wasn't nervous of, how she feels right now. I would be feeling everything. I'd be nervous. I'd be scared. I'd be like feeling guilty. I'd be horrified. The guilt alone would be eating me up. You know what I mean? Okay, no, ATS. And it's still muted, the body cam, you guys. So I'm just going to talk really quick. ATS says, am I the only one who has to play hide and seek as an adult unless with my kid?
They're coming out now. I'll get you somebody, okay?
No, but I just want to say thank you, ATS, because I said that multiple times in the beginning of this live stream. I was like, okay. I was like, who in their, well, I'm in my 40s, you guys know that. I'm like, okay, who when you're drinking is like, you know what? It'd be fun, honey. Let's play hide and seek. Like, I get people like to play games and, young at heart, whatever, but I don't know. I'm in my 40s. I'm drinking. I'm not wanting to play hide and seek. And I definitely ain't going to no fucking suitcase. That's just me, though. That's just me.
She wants to say something. She wants to talk. Come on.
ETS that should be thrown.
Well, we're don't know anything though, like why or how?
So we will not know the answer to that because we're not doctors. So what's going to happen is he's going to go to the medical examiner's office and he'll have what's called an autopsy. Yeah. That'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far as him. But I cannot, there's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like, why is he purple?
Oh, that's normal when someone passes away. Lividity turn.
As soon as the heart stops beating, the blood starts to settle to the lowest points of the body, and then it becomes very pronounced. So that's just almost comfortable. It happens to everyone.
I'm like really scared. I want you guys to know that.
You have all these deputies here, so while we're here, nothing's going to happen to you. Before we go and make any notifications, you'll have plenty of time to leave or do what you need to do. Whatever you need to do. Okay? And we can talk about that more in length. But yeah, it's not going to be a surprise.
Real quick, and then,
but like, I don't like this was totally like not intentional. Like that's what I'm scared about too. Like
we'll have all the answers. We'll have a lot more answers tomorrow after medical examiner looks at it. Like you said, what you're seeing here is common. This is us coming out
protocol.
Yeah, his age, no real medical history that
I
we
know of.
For him to have passed away, we come out.
I know.
Yeah. We come out and do an investigation. Medical examiner's office will be sending people out. This is what we do. If he was 75 years old and had a history of heart condition, we wouldn't be here.
I don't know what it is.
Exactly, and that's what we're here to find out. We're just here to get the answers. The answers that you want, the answers that his family's gonna want.
I just really want to see my son. I really need to see my son. I mean, I know I can't go anywhere, but
right.
So do I just like sit out here and wait for you guys?
If you would, yes, please.
Does anybody else having to show up, or everybody's here that needs to be here?
My team's here that needs to be here. The medical examiners will show up when we call them, but we're not ready for them yet. So they're going to take him. They're going to take some photos, take him, but that's towards the end of it. And they'll be called well in advance when we're ready for them, but we're not ready for them at this point. So we won't be calling them quite yet. Okay. So like I said, I got to go do some paperwork. They're going to chat with some people, and then we're going to come back and talk to you if you're okay with that.
Yes,
so just give us a little bit more time. Like I said, I need to go and do that. And he's going to go do
so, but do you guys tell his family like today or after tomorrow?
We have to.
It's the law. We have to go make contact with the family.
Yeah.
They have to be notified.
Once our investigation is pretty much complete here, once we leave here, we will be going to.
But again, you'll know. I'm not going to just go and do it without you knowing. You'll know. We'll talk to you prior to doing anything like that.
But how? I mean, I understand what you guys and how you do it, and you know. So, but like, what do you just tell him? What do you tell his parents? Like, what's the reason?
Passed away.
We tell them what we know at that point.
Yeah.
We tell them the truth.
And that we're going to be waiting for the autopsy results. And I will be at the autopsy in the morning, and hopefully the doctor will be able to give me some of what they think and see.
We'll give them their number. They can contact them and get it from them.
But yeah, they're gonna know what we're here, what we're investigating, and that
they're gonna think I killed him.
Why would they think that?
They always have said that. They've always have said that.
What have they
I
said?
told you it's because I'm the blue-eyed white dragon. That's what they call me. Because they don't want him with me. So he's basically just not really been around his family because he chooses me over them. Even after I've encouraged him numerous times to go over there and see his family. They never accepted me. I have always been really unforgiving, where they've never accepted me. And everybody in his family has tried to kick my ass. So, especially his sister. He had to pull her off me one time.
Do you have somewhere safe that you can go tonight?
Both my parents are deceased, my grandparents are deceased, and my aunt and uncle are deceased. I got nobody. I have a brother that's in the Marines, and I've got another one that's in jail.
Unless the brother that's Marines, is he local?
No. Well, he's in Altamont, but I think he's doing whatever Marine thing he's doing. But the only way...
Your phone's inside, correct?
Yes.
Does he have a phone?
No.
He doesn't have a phone.
He used my phone.
He used your phone.
Yeah, we
did it
share
together.
phone. So the only place I could go is over to Brian's house. So I don't think he'll have a problem with it.
Okay.
So,
well, like I said, we're not going to leave here. If you do not feel safe, you're not going to leave here with you not feeling safe, because then we're liable.
And then his ex-wife in Philadelphia.
Well, she's in Philadelphia, but yes.
There's going to be a funeral.
Right. That you're talking like days and weeks.
No,
I'm talking right here, right now. So let me get my investigation. Let me go do this paperwork that I'm talking about, because we can go back and forth about what ifs like all day long.
I know. Sorry.
I promise we're not going to leave here for you and you not feel safe. Okay. I promise.
Please. Okay. It's just, I don't even know what to tell you.
It's okay. Just take a seat, have some water, give us a few minutes, let us do our thing, and we'll be back to talk to you. I promise. Okay.
Like you said, you need us again, just let them know.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Martina, do you need to
Yeah.
go ahead and type?
Okay.
Sit down and type. Like
There's nobody here, just me.
Okay, that's fine. You're right there, right?
Yeah.
Sit there and type. You're fine. I have relief coming, so just keep typing.
It wouldn't be alive if I was not muted. Oh my God, you guys. Every single live, I'm notorious for doing that. Embarrassing. Sorry. All right. I was just saying, since you didn't hear any of that, I'm going to read this little clip, this little article really quick. It's just a few lines. I wanted to read it. And then I'm going to play something that goes into Sarah's defense. I know Cynthia was asking about all of that stuff. So let me just read this really quick. You guys are probably laughing at me like this girl is always muted. Well, at least I wasn't muted that long. Jesus Christ. I was just saying too, you guys can probably hear the boyfriend training the dog, the puppy. Okay. So, and I will say there's a letter that Sarah had wrote to the judge. I'm not going to show it right now because we've already been on here for quite some time. I'm going to share it on the community page. Just screenshot it and you can read it. But basically she's complaining that, you know, she's complaining about the judge, about her lawyers, and get this, Sarah's had 6 lawyers already. She's gone through 6 lawyers. I mean, are you surprised by that? I'm totally not surprised by that. Okay, let me read this really quick to you guys and make that a little bit bigger. All right. And then we're going to watch something. It's a short clip. It's about 3 minutes, I think. Okay, so the defense attorney representing Sarah Boone. Is there an alcohol? Boone? Boone's? Boone. Why does, every time I say Boone, I always think of me being a teenager. Boone, Boone. What's with that? Is there an alcohol called Boone's or Boone? I don't know. Anyways, a Florida woman charged with second-degree murder. So again, second-degree murder after her boyfriend died inside a suitcase in 2020. Said he plans, so her lawyer plans to use a battered spouse defense. So that's what they're going for right now. Her defense is going with the battered spouse defense when her case goes to trial. Now, which is expected to happen this year. It's actually, I believe they have a hearing this month. And Shannon, if you're still here, anybody that knows exact dates, I believe they have a hearing this month. And then next month is when the actual trial does begin. Now, during a pretrial hearing on Tuesday, January 17th of this year, the defense attorney told the judge that the case is not ready for trial and that he still needed to meet with Boone and find subject matter experts for her defense of battered spouse defense that they're going now. The attorney also asked for trial scheduling in April because he has other cases in February. Now, the judge set a pre-trials, right? Okay, so the judge set a pre-trial conference for this month, which is March. So March 28th, so in like what, 2 weeks, I believe that is, with a possible trial happening the week of April 10th. So again, they're going to have this pre-conference trial hearing on March 28th within, what is that, 2 weeks? And then the trial should set to start April 10th. And that's why we're going through everything here. And then the rest just goes over what we already know. Again, right here in December, Sarah, she sent a letter to the judge citing several concerns specifically regarding an alleged lack of communication from the judge overseeing her case or her defense attorney. And again, she's went through 6 lawyers. 6 lawyers. My gosh. However, according to online records, Sarah did not file a request for a new lawyer. She also said she was planning to send a letter to the governor, the mismanagement of her case. So she's complaining about her lawyer, she's complaining about the judge, she's just complaining about everything and how she's being, not getting any information. Okay, let me play this video that's going to go more into We're going to get some professionals that can explain it better to you. All right. How are you guys doing up in the chat? Thank you guys for being here with me. Give me about 10 more minutes and then I will let you guys go with on with your day. Okay, here we go. And I hope News Nation doesn't hit me with a copyright strike. Anybody else getting hit with copyright strikes from news stations lately? I'm like, dude, get off my nuts. Like, seriously. All right, let's watch this together.
Contributor Jesse Weber now. He is also a contributor at the Law and Crime Network. Jesse, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good to see you, Mitch. Thanks for having me.
So let's say you're a defense attorney here. How do you counter that video?
It's a challenge for sure. I mean, especially since she's charged with second-degree murder, which is easier to prove than first-degree murder. What we've seen is that her defense attorney has filed notice of a battered wife syndrome defense. Now, what that essentially means is, and what you'd have to prove, is that this client, this defendant, was a victim of intense emotional, psychological, physical abuse over a period of time. And what we usually see is this defense coming up when something happens in that moment. A defendant was feeling an intense fear and ultimately acted out and felt that they had no choice but to kill the victim in this case. Now, the problem here, of course, locking somebody in a suitcase is very different than firing a gun or.
Okay, and so this is something that I'm very confused about because think about this. Everything we just watched right now, the 911 call, the body cam footage, everything that Sarah has stated, even the in the interrogation video, if you've watched it, you know it. She claims this was not intentional. Not intentional. She even says in the interrogation video, this was their best day. They were getting along so well. This was like, everything was great. They were happy playing games, puzzles, and, you know, drinking wine and just having a good time. It was their best day, right? They've had issues before, she says, but he was seeking help, you know, all this stuff, but this was their best day. And it was not intentional. I mean, the girl says not intentional during the interrogation. I don't know how many fucking times, just so much. So now they're going with this new defense of this battered spouse syndrome. Then now they're going to have to prove that she was viciously, you know, mentally and physically attacked through years and show proof of all of that, and that it would then have to show she was in fear. So isn't that going completely opposite than what Sarah initially said this whole time? Is that it was not intentional. They were happy and in love at that moment and playing games. So this defense they're going now, they're going to have to, her lawyer is going to have to prove that she was in fear. So then you put him in the suitcase because you were fearing for your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, this just seems very, like sticky for me. Like, you know, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. What do you guys think? I want to see what you guys say before I go any further. Let me get to the newest comments. And yes, I am a breast cancer survivor, going on 6 years, guys. Yes, yes, yes. I had a full mastectomy on my right side. I did full chemo and a year of chemotherapy, 5 weeks of radiation. I was bald. I had no hair anywhere. And I looked like a fucking alien. I was like 100 and, I think I went to like 125 pounds. I was like, yes, but I've had like about 5 reconstruction surgeries, might have another one next year, final one. Yeah, so this is all regrowth, baby, regrowth. So what do you guys think? Isn't that kind of contradicting what all of this that we've been seeing with Sarah? Now they're going to go to this defense. It just seems crazy to me, but that's just me. I don't know. Let me see what you guys say really quick. Well, yeah, it was very telling, the suitcase one. And that's what started everything too, because of the suitcase. Because if you think about it, she said initially when the detectives first spoke with her, which we just watched, she did not move him, right? They were laughing, having a good time. That video they find proves all of that's been different. 1, the suitcase has been moved. And then 2, you are not hit. There's nowhere that you hear George laughing, and then you are coming across very, you know, aggressive, cussing and everything like that, you know, saying fuck you and, you know, everything she does. And he's begging for his life during that whole time. I don't hear him laughing. Okay, so I let you guys get and see what you guys say. Let me play the rest of this. And hey, Bushi, it's good to see you, girl.
Stabbing someone in the heat of the moment. And I think it's going to be a really big challenge for her attorney to assert that kind of defense, to try to say she was acting in self-defense or was in an altered state. Because what you're hearing from that video is somebody who was conscious of what she was doing, took a moment to deliberate on it, heard the pleas, and just kept him there and was taunting him. So when you look at this case, I can understand why they're going this way with a potential defense, because there's really not a ton of defenses to justify this.
Well, and I think one of my first red flags when reading this story is hide and seek, a drunken game of hide and seek. I mean, are we going to go into detail on that as to whether or not that was normal behavior? Or is that just, do you think that was something that she came up with when police were questioning her and it was like, wait, what? I'm very confused by that.
That's a major problem. We just covered the Alec Murdaugh case, right? So there's a difference between what you initially tell authorities and what comes out later in the video evidence. So if she initially said, hey, you know, look, this was a game, we were playing hide and seek, I woke up the next morning, I thought he got out, it's very different than what we heard on those cell phone videos, right? And so those videos are important for two reasons. One, remember, for second-degree murder, you need to show a depraved heart, an indifference to human life. You could say that those videos show that. And number two, if she was purposely lying to police, that's where defendants get themselves in trouble. We saw the same thing with Alec Murdaugh. Those videos don't look like a game of hide and seek gone wrong.
And I agree. Those videos for second degree murder, it does show a depraved heart. I agree with that. And Cynthia, welcome to the crazy town. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for choosing to be one of the members here. Thank you so much. Make sure you use the cute emojis. I think I need like 2 more members. If anybody wants to become part of the fam, and then we get 2 more, or I get 1 more emoji I can add. So hint, hint, if you guys want. But yes, they have to show, they're going second degree murder for her. And I 100% think that those videos show Sarah a depraved heart. You guys can hear my dog in the door.
In the case of second-degree murder or manslaughter, what have you here, do you have to prove that she knew and was certain that he would die? Because it could be a possible defense that she could say, well, I thought he could breathe just fine. I thought he was exaggerating. I thought he could get himself out. I didn't think I had to intervene.
It's a great question. First-degree murder, you have to show an intent to kill. That's not what they're saying here. Second-degree murder, you have to say you were engaged in some inherently dangerous activity. You knew the risks of it, and you showed a depraved heart, an indifference to human life. You could say that the facts of this kind of add up to that. Manslaughter is different. Manslaughter is a little bit less. You have to show negligence. Maybe that's what her defense attorneys are hoping for. Best case scenario, if they can't get a not guilty, like a self-defense argument, if they say not guilty, they say manslaughter, because manslaughter's 15 years in prison versus second-degree murder, which is 30 years in prison. So I think that it becomes a question of where they're trying to go with it. But yeah.
So I'm confused because I thought I just said, I read what I just read online. You guys, my dog's in here. Hey, Milo, get out of the trash. My daughter's practicing soccer and she doesn't let him outside because he tries to get the soccer ball. He's like a toddler. He wants to do everything. But I guess I initially was right. It was 30 years. Okay, so 15 years for manslaughter. So scratch what I just said earlier, and I read that article. They were fucking wrong. Thank you. Manslaughter is 15 years, he's saying, and then second degree would be 30 years. So I was right in the first time. Jesus Christ. Why did I even read that article?
Yeah, they don't have to show she intended to kill, but locking someone in a suitcase and you're hearing their pleas, you can see how that's showing a depraved heart.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com.
Alrighty, I am muted. So do you guys understand all of that? I'm gonna share this video. You guys get your Milo, come here, Milo. Come here. Come here. What? You want to go outside and play? She's not letting you outside? Okay, hold on. I'm going to get up right now. Hold on. I'm almost done. Come. Come. Come here. Hold on, you guys. Come here. Where are you? Where'd he go? You guys can hear him. You guys can probably hear him going crazy. So yes, okay, so we went through a lot, you guys, and thank you guys for all the love I see coming in here, congratulating me on being on my cancer, surviving breast cancer. Milo, hold on, I'm almost done. It's like having a kid. Milo, hold on, guys. Just give me 5 more minutes. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. So thank you guys for all the prayers and everything. I'm still thriving. I mean, only God knows when I'm gonna die, so I'm still here. Okay. So yes, so this is the case. We went through a lot today. So just a quick wrap up. We went through the 911 call. We went over, we watched the body cam when they first arrived there. And the next live stream, we're going to watch the interrogation. The interrogation alone is 2 hours long. That's a long time with stopping and talking to you guys. So I'm going to break that up into 2 live streams because I cannot sit here too long, just since we're talking about cancer. My body is like an 80-year-old woman. My knees are shot. I can't sit for long periods of time. Chemo, thanks. So we will break that up. Valerie is going to come on, be my co-host for that. So I will talk to Valerie and see when works for us. Valerie knows mornings work for me, nights work for her. So we're going to have to find a middle spot for it. So Valerie, let's talk about that and see, trying to catch up to the comments and see what days works for us. But it will be this week. It will be this week because next week I do want to do live streams for, we have also Gannon's Suitcase, we got Lori, Valo, we got a bunch of trials that are going to be starting. So we got a lot of busy things for the true crime, and I still got to work on the content for the video for the Darker Side of True Crime series. I'm still working on that one. That one's just, I'm giving myself extra time with this next case that I put out because it's one that I never heard of before. I just learned of it recently. Someone asked if I can cover it. And then it took me down a rabbit hole, and I just want to do justice with this case. And yeah, it's a very personal case for me, that's for sure. So I'm just taking my time with it. So thank you guys for being here with me. My bangs are getting kind of long. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you're still here with me right now, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to the new members. Thank you for the donations, everybody that are here and that always support me and the channel. Why do I look so oily? The channel, I don't know. I need to do something. Yes, Mama Bear, thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, I always keep my membership. I think it's like $1.99. There's other prices, but I always because you have to do other prices when you set your memberships up. But I always just say do the $1.99, and I keep it cheap. I won't ever change it. I keep it cheap for you guys. It's like a bag of hot Cheetos. Actually, a bag of hot Cheetos is a little bit more now. But thank you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate you guys. Give it up for the moderators. Especially, Valerie and Delana, thank you guys for always just being there for me outside of YouTube, and just whatever I'm going through in life, because like you guys, I am human. I go through things too. And I just want to say I really have one of the best mods behind me, even the ones that you don't always see. Sky, Amanda, Carly, Sweet Pea, ATS News. Like, I have one of the best mods. And I don't just say that, but I know every creator says it, but I really do. Like, I feel like we have built a good friendship. And that's why my mods hardly ever change. I rarely add new people. I just recently added one, but I rarely do, just because if I make you a mod, I consider you family. That's how serious I take it now. In the beginning, I didn't do that. I was like handing them out like candy. I was like, here, you want a mod? You want a mod? Yeah, I learned my lesson not to do that. So if you like this on your way out, give it a thumbs up. And I adore all of you guys. You guys know that. So, all right, I'm just rambling because that's what I do at the very end. But you guys enjoy your Wednesday, and I will see you guys probably either tomorrow. I don't know the time. I have to figure out with Val, or it has to be tomorrow, Val. Has to. All right, you guys. Mama Bear, thank you. I'm looking at my phone. I can see that thing. I want to put this right here. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you so much, Mama Bear. I appreciate it. Make sure you use the cute emojis. I'm going to go back. I used to be really good at making posts and stuff for only members only. I'm going to go back to start doing that for you guys. And I want to do live streams with only members for you guys. But those, I want to be more personable. I mean, we could talk cases and stuff like that, but I kind of want to just take you guys along with me for members only lives. Like, you know, like if I go, I don't know, whatever. I don't do much with my life, actually. It'd probably be boring. But, you know, I just want you guys to see me in like not sitting like this, you know, like me and like really in life. All right, you guys, I'm rambling. With that being said, I want to play my ending video, but I forgot which one it is. Let's just hope it's this one. So until the next one, you guys already know, stay blessed, keep grinding, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.